Close your eyes for a moment and imagine your favorite movie scene. Now, instead of focusing on the visuals, listen. Sound. It's the invisible force that drives the stories we love. While we often praise the visuals, it's sound that pulls us deeper, embedding emotions, heightening suspense, and making us feel like we're part of the story. Sound isn't just there to accompany the visuals. It's the subtle yet powerful language that movies use to speak directly to our emotions. Think about the iconic sounds from your favorite films. The screeching tires of a car chase, the creak of a door in a horror scene, or the soft chatter in a cozy cafe scene. Sound turns what we see into something we feel, from the peaceful rustle of leaves to the roar of an explosion. It's sound that transforms visuals into something immersive. Sound in film is an emotional language. It bypasses our conscious mind and communicates directly with our instincts. When you hear the low, pulsing bass in a thriller, it creates a sense of dread. When a suspenseful scene goes completely silent, you feel the tension mount as you wait for the unexpected. Consider Psycho's shower scene. Bernard Herrmann's sharp, stabbing violins make us feel the terror of the moment, even if we're not seeing the details. And in Jaws, those two simple notes, they train us to fear something we can't even see. In scenes like these, sound taps into our deepest, most primal emotions, drawing out fear, excitement, or joy. A single melody can transform an ordinary moment into something thrilling or heartbreaking, creating an emotional impact that visuals alone can't achieve. Sound does more than just evoke emotion. It creates the world of the film. In Blade Runner, the futuristic hum of machinery and city sounds transport us to a dystopian metropolis. These soundscapes aren't random. They're crafted to build a sense of place, pulling us into a setting that feels alive, even if it's otherworldly. In series like Stranger Things or Game of Thrones, soundscapes instantly set the tone. The nostalgic synths in Stranger Things evoke the 80s, while the orchestral power of Game of Thrones builds a sense of medieval epicness. These soundscapes place us directly into each unique world, grounding us in time and place in ways visuals alone couldn't. Sound doesn't just set the mood or build of a world. It's often essential to the story itself. In A Quiet Place, sound isn't a background element, it's the very foundation of the plot. Silence in this film equals safety, and any noise becomes a life-threatening risk. This unique approach to sound design draws us into the character's fear, making every small sound feel dangerous. Similarly, in Dunkirk, Hans Zimmer's score uses a ticking clock motif, creating an unrelenting tension that mirrors the ticking time bomb faced by soldiers. Sound here serves as an emotional driver, echoing the urgency of survival. Filmmakers also use sound to guide us toward narrative details or character emotions that we might otherwise miss. In Inception, Christopher Nolan uses slowing music to represent time dilation. The sound here is more than atmosphere. It's part of the concept itself, subtly explaining the dream layers without a single line of dialogue. Music is often the heartbeat of a film. A score can elevate even the simplest scene, creating moments of beauty, suspense, or exhilaration. Think of the sweeping orchestra in Lord of the Rings, guiding us through triumph and despair. Or the iconic shrieking strings in Psycho, turning an otherwise simple scene into an unforgettable moment of terror. But music doesn't just support a scene, it defines it. In films like The Dark Knight, Hans Zimmer's intense driving score doesn't just accompany Batman's journey, it becomes a character in itself, building tension and heightening every moment. Sometimes, silence is the most powerful tool of all. In No Country for Old Men, the absence of music in key scenes heightens the raw intensity of the story.
Well, we need to know what we're calling it for here.
You need to call it
I can't call it for you.
Silence makes us focus on every tiny sound, the scrape of a chair or the creak of a door, forcing us to pay attention to the smallest details. Silence lets our own anticipation fill in the gaps, heightening tension by making us hyper-aware. In moments like these, silence isn't the absence of sound. It's a powerful, deliberate choice that forces us into the character's tension and anxiety. Sound is more than an enhancement. It's the soul of cinema. It shapes our emotional journey, it builds entire worlds, and it often speaks to us without words. Whether through the thunderous roar of an orchestra, or the gentle rustling of leaves, or the power of silence, sound guides our experience of the film. As we've seen, sound has the power to make us laugh, cry, hold our breath. It's the invisible language of cinema, weaving itself into the stories we love, sometimes without us even realizing it. Next time you watch a film, take a moment to close your eyes and just listen. Because sometimes the most powerful images are the ones you hear.